read some useless random facts just because, I can. First, you can start with the moon. Australia is wider than the moon. The moon sits at 3,400 kilometers, which is 2,113 miles in diameters, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 4,000 kilometers, which is 2,485 miles. Next fact is that headphones can increase the bacteria in your ear. Wearing headphones for just an hour could increase the bacteria in your ears by 700 times. Don't need my headset anymore. Next one is avocados are not vegetables. Avocados are fruits because they are single-seeded berries. The next fact is you probably eat bugs in your sleep. So there's a good chance that we swallow 10 spiders and 70 types of insect or more in the course of our lifetime. This is one weird fact we could live without. So good luck. You're welcome for knowing that useless fact. And the next one is the Eiffel Tower gets taller in the summer. When the iron heats up, the tower can be up to 15 centimeters taller. 15 centimeters is 6 inches. So 6 inches taller, or 15 centimeters, due to thermal expansion. So the metal expands, I guess. Only forward in English ends with dos. Horrendous, tremendos, hazardos, and stupendos. I probably said one of them or two wrong, but I don't care. Next one is Switzerland prohibits the ownership of just one guinea pig. Since guinea pig are such social creatures, one guinea pig would get lonely, so having just one is considered animal abuse. You're welcome. Here's one that I have a hard time believing, and that's tigers have striped skin. It's not just their fur that's striped, it's their skin too. I found this to be weird. Something that's more weird, as I said, is a shrimp's heart is in its head. If that wasn't interesting enough, due to the nature of their open circulatory system, shrimp have no arteries, so their organs just floats around in blood, which is very weird. Very weird. And the next fact is we're more creative in the shower. So here is one of the most useful weird fun facts. If you ever felt like you think better in a warm shower, you're probably right. The warm water increases the flow of dopamine and makes us more creative. sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. Dolphin needs to come up for air every 10 minutes, but by slowing their heart rate, sloths can actually hold their breath up to 40 minutes. That's insane. Fruit Loops are the same flavor despite their different color. And it's a disappointment, but it makes sense when you think about it. The first airplane flight was on December 17th, 1903. Wilbur and Orville Wright took their first airplane on 4 short flight at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Supermarket apples can be a year old. Are those apples you just bought actually a year old? Maybe. Farmers often pick apples in the fall, cover them with wax, hot air dry them, and then put them in a cold storage. This will keep them edible and ready to sell for 6 to 12 months. Think about that. Venus is the only planet that spins clockwise. Every 225 Earth days, Venus travels around the Sun, but Venus rotates clockwise every 243 days. Isn't that weird? People used to say brunches when they were taking a picture. In the 1840s, it was considered childish to smile for pictures, so it became popular to say brunches instead of cheese in order to keep their mouth taut. McDonald's serves spaghetti in the Philippines. The meat sauce pasta came with a side of McDo fried chicken. This sounds too tasty to be considered one of our weird fun facts. Competitive art was once an Olympic sport. From 1912 to 1948, artists could earn medals for painting, music, sculpture, and even architecture. So you can win and basically be the best. Three Musketeer candy bars used to come in 3 different flavors. The original candy from the 1930s had 3 kind of flavors: chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. Hence the name. Unfortunately, it had to be shut down due to rations being too expensive. The Spanish national anthem has no words. The Margaril is one of the 4 national anthems in the world, along with those of Bosnia, Kosovo, and San Marino, to have no official lyrics. Get your rain gloves under black light. Black light can be used to detect any body fluids, but get urine glows particularly brightly under ultraviolet light, primarily because it contains the element phosphorus. So yeah, phosphorus is the thing that makes it glow, Statue of Liberty was once a lighthouse. About a month after the statue's 1886 dedication, it became a working lighthouse for 16 years, with its torch visible from 24 miles away. The British military tanks are equipped to make tea. So if the crew needs hot tea or coffee, they can just reach for the boiling vessel inside the tank. Big Ben's clock stopped at 10:07 p.m. on March 27th, 2005. It was a particularly hot day in London. On that day it was extremely hot. It was 31.8 degrees Celsius, which is insane, and that's 89 degrees Fahrenheit to those who use that. So it's possible that the clock stopped due to the heat that day. Walt Disney has won the most Academy Awards. The House of Mouse has won 26 Oscars and was nominated 59 times. That's impressive. A blue whale heartbeat can be heard over 2 miles away, and their heart almost weighs up to 400 pounds. And 2 miles is 3.2 kilometers. So that's fucking insane. There's a fruit that tastes like chocolate pudding. I actually don't know if I can believe this one. Native to Central and South America, the fruit is called black sapote, and it tastes like a combination of sweet custard and chocolate. The next fact is Mickey and Minnie Mouse voice actors got married in real life. So Wayne Allwine, that's Mickey, and Rusty Taylor, that's Minnie, were wed in 1991. Here's a fact that I bet you didn't know. What do you get if you know it? Nothing. Sorry. It's Queen Elizabeth II was a trained mechanic. As a teenager, Queen Elizabeth II joined the British Employment Agency at the Labour Exchange and learned about truck, engine and tire repair. And this fact is the Easter Island hats have bodies. We have seen those iconic stone heads, but did you know that in 2010 archaeologists found 2 of the specific island figure actually have torsos? I will link the video below, so watch it. M&M's are named after its creators. 2 businessmen, Forrest March and Bruce Murray, came up with the sweet treats, but their relationship was bitter. And Vatican City is the smallest country in the world. Incredibly, it's 120 times smaller than Manhattan, which is fucking weird. The letter I was used for both I and J sounds. So the letter J was the last added to the alphabet. Did you know that you can't hum while pincing your nose? Go ahead and try it and tell me in the comments if you managed to do it or not. An ostrich eye is bigger than its brain. Their little brains are generally smaller than their eyeballs. It's fucking weird how it works. The longest walking distance in the world is 14,000 miles. Just so people know, 14,000 miles, that's 22,530 kilometers. You can walk from Magadan in Russia to Cape Town in South Africa without needing a vehicle. And again, that's 14,000 miles, which is 22.5 kilometers. Another fact is that humans are the only animal that blush. Some people believe we may be the only animal who can feel embarrassment. But I do believe personally that dogs can feel embarrassed. But I'm really not sure about this one. By the way, every fact from this website I'm reading on, take it with a bit of salt. Okay? Pigs can't look up into the sky. Due to the anatomy of their neck muscle and spine, pigs are unable to look upwards when they are standing as they are supposed to. And let's say this is the last fact for the day. The iCarly set was also used in other high school shows. It was the same set used for Saved by the Bell and That's So Raven. But I never noticed that personally, because I have watched That's So Raven, but I never knew. I said that was the last fact. I was lying. Sorry. Here's another one. Humans have tongue prints, just like our fingertips, or just like our fingerprints. Our tongue prints are unique, apparently. The Eiffel Tower was supposed to be in Barcelona when Gustave Eiffel's design was rejected by the Spanish city for being too ugly. He pinched it to France. The locals weren't in love with it either, but the tourists from around the world flocked. They flocked to Paris to see it. And still to this day, people love the Eiffel Tower. A blue whale's tongue can weigh as much as a young elephant. The tongues of some whales are large enough that even an adult elephant could fit on it. You could fall to the center of the earth in just 19 minutes. Thankfully no one has tried this yet, so I don't know how real it is. And I guess we won't really find out. At least I think so. So we're gonna end the most wholesome fact, and that's dolphins give each other names. A unique whistle is used to distinguish members in their pod like flock or whatever you want to call it. It's called a pod. So yeah, that was it. I wonder, should I do Pokédex entries, or should I do like these that I just read a lot of random stuff? Anyway, take these facts with a bit of salt because they're from a website, and I haven't fact checked the website. I'm not gonna do it either because fuck that. But yeah, like, subscribe if you want to, you know. Can't force you. Comment if I should do more of this.